and not only to the citizens of this country, but globally, so that citizens and the people that are being led will begin to understand what they should require from the people that go in front of them. For the longest in Africa and in many parts of the world, leadership was like a joyride. People came to leadership to enjoy themselves, and they never came to leadership as a responsibility and as a call and as a duty. Many came to leadership to see, to get riches, to see how they can expand their wealth base. And because of that, many African countries are not developing. And there is a lot of uprising across Africa. The Gen Zs are not at ease in any country. One of the neighboring countries to Kenya, the president kept on saying that majirani wanafundisha vijana tabia mbaya. But it was not majirani. It was time for change. It's a global move. It's something you cannot wish away. So Gen Zs are rising up. If you go to West Africa, militaries are taking over because of bad leadership. And so being deliberate about what we call leadership, I believe is very, very important. Sure. That is why this morning we are here, and I'm happy that I'm joined by Mureithi Mwito to converse around leadership. And today we will majorly talk on vision versus ambition, because sometimes leaders are just ambitious, but the clear mental picture, the clear picture for tomorrow is not there. It's not there. It is missing. And politicians are easy to promise, say things on air, but without being realistic. Because if you want to be realistic, you will begin to ask yourself, how will this come to be? Yes. If you go to a place, you must know the way to that place. Sure. If you are talking about a place without a way of getting to that place, or if you talk about place with an assumption, it may end up as just that. Yes. Just as a wishful thinking. Sure. And never arrive there. Right. Thank you, Mureithi, for being here. You can say hello to us, even as we get down to this conversation.
Most obliged. Thank you very much for the invitation and the opportunity to share what really fills our hearts and minds, because rarely do we get such opportunities where you can be able to share out some of the things that we may have made taken as an observation of what happens within us and around us, which is very important. And I must take this opportunity to wish Kenyans, you and every other Kenyan, happy Jamhuri Day.
Oh, thank you.
It's a good coincidence.
Yes.
And today, as we celebrate Freedom Day, I think Independence Day, I think it's very important that we really consider and really think about what good leadership is all about.
Yes.
And I think the far that we have come, good leadership will always go with what we call hoping in someone powerful or greater. And that one is God. And, if you don't anchor your leadership in God, you will depend on your intellectual and whatever capacities, other capacities that are intellectual and just artificial abilities. So a good point you've mentioned here about the time. Time for change. I think with good leadership, I think it's very important to check on the times. So I think when we get down to scrutinizing this whole theme of leadership, I think we'll have a lot more to talk about.
Yes.
So I do appreciate and May the Lord bless us.
Thank you so much for being here. Of course, I agree with you that leadership comes from God,
Absolutely.
comes from the Creator, because the Creator is the ultimate leader.
Sure.
And then every other leader becomes a steward, acting in the place of the ultimate leader. And of course, we'll be drawing this in, but it is good that every leader should also know that they are acting on behalf of God. And if God is not wicked, you cannot afford to be a wicked leader. You must be a good leader. Absolutely. Because the one you represent is a good God. And that's a very good place to begin. But definitely leaders exist to move people from a point to a point. Mm-hmm. And bad leadership will not do that. Sure. And I want you to come in at this point, talking about why good leadership is important before we even come to a vision. Because if we are talking about a leader is somebody who knows where they are going. Yes. If you don't know the destination of where the people should end up, then you have no business occupying any leadership position.
Very good, very well. Leaders are born.
Leaders are born.
So leaders are born with all qualities endowed in them. Mm-hmm. What happens is that after one is born, we always say, I can see this in this person. So we begin to see some form of leadership attributes in somebody as they continue growing and experiencing right from birth. You can tell that this is a CEO. At the age of 3, 4, 5. Very authoritative.
Yes.
You can tell a leader in the sense of compassion. You can tell a leader in so many characteristics that that actually formulate a good leader at the point of maturity. Because leadership in someone grows gradually, but for it to grow gradually, it means this person has been implanted a heart that is ideal for leadership. One, very hard to be optimistic when you don't have the means.
Okay.
A leader, a good leader, will be optimistic when he has the means and even when he doesn't have the means.
Okay.
A good leader is patient. A good leader is strategic. A good leader is visionary. You know, he is somebody who follows the vision, the reward, the target, the aim. That's what a good leader follows. Not really getting over this hurdle and begin to think about what comes in the next hurdle. As he ponders on this hurdle, he has
the target locked. Yes.
Very intact, never moved. So he's always focused.
Okay.
This is the kind of a leader we're talking about.
Yes.
And there is a difference between a leader and a front runner.
Okay.
A front runner is just somebody who is very conspicuous, very visible, out of certain circumstances.
Yes.
Maybe media coverage, wealth. Somebody has got some money, but wealth or riches or whatever. But that does not mean that the people who are behind him, he has them in his heart. So he can have them as long as he has the means. But when he loses the means, he loses the interest of leading these people. But a visionary person does not do anything for himself. He does for others. That's the difference between a leader and a front runner.
Yes. Okay.
A front runner is there to accomplish something for himself. So he will need you and have you around. But a leader, even when you have given up because of any lack or any form of infirmity or anything, that person will be there to inject optimism, inject hope.
Okay.
He hopes against hope. That person sees beyond that because that person is actually endowed with something we call the leadership spirit.
And
so
you know,
the leadership
yes.
spirit is not artificially created. That's why I said it will come from God, but right from birth.
Yes.
Before birth.
Yes.
When God created you, he gave you a special heart.
Yeah.
So compassion is not exercised by everybody.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. And you see, you are really raising very important things here, because I think even in our country, we are riding on an assumption that a son of a leader is a leader.
He has the means.
And, and we have that assumption in our country that a rich man is a leader. And I want you to demystify that, because ni kama tu kusema mtoto wa tajiri ni tajiri. Is that really true? That is not true. Mtoto wa tajiri si tajiri. Tajiri ni baba yake. Mtoto si tajiri. So really, I think you need to demystify that.
I'll take it very low.
Yes.
Deep down to the family.
Yes.
Where everybody can resonate with the understanding.
Yes.
That we will be able to bring out. One, at a certain point in time,
yes,
a father or a mother knows, if I would get weak at any one point, there is one of my children,
yes,
who I can depend upon.
Okay.
After a certain age, they're able to identify who they can depend upon, who they can even give the last word.
Yeah.
For the sake of their family.
Yes.
In short, who can stand as a pillar, even in a family.
Yes.
A parent knows, and he may not share, or she may not share, and especially if others, they may not share.
Yeah.
But they know who to tell, what they need to tell. And does not necessarily have to be the firstborn.
Okay.
It could be somewhere in the middle or somewhere behind.
Yeah.
But he knows who exactly
to
give his very precious words.
Yes.
So when we're having this issue of leadership, even in government, in any other area of leadership, there is that mindset, mentality, and it's a very wrong mentality. Like one day we went to elections here in Kenya, and people say the so-and-so has got a lot of money, so in that region, they thought that person would really be the best of leaders, and they said this person has got more than enough. Yes, enough, more than enough compared to yourself. It is you who has compared yourself to them. But if I listen to God, he says, the heart of man is like bottomless whatever. So you can't feel it.
Insatiable.
It is only God who can feel such a heart.
Yes.
Then God introduces contentment. But the money that I have, I will never be satisfied. So if I happen to gauge somebody by whatever wealth or riches they have, then I missed the point. And that is how we are picking even our leaders in church, our leaders in institutions, our leaders in government, and it runs like that globally. You know, you'll find so-and-so is a business magnate. Not that he has you in heart. Eventually you get to realize, oh, so-and-so had some deals with another country, Russia or anything, not for your sake. Then he uses the same influence to propagate his interests. That is a front runner.
That's a front runner, and not necessarily a leader.
Absolutely. That person is very conspicuous because that person has got some means to put him up there. He can go to the rooftop because he has a means. He has a ladder to climb over. And pick the microphone and shout, and everybody will listen to them. But a leader, even in a ministry, and even in a family, usually they come out at the ideal time, the right time, the appointed time. They don't have this race, you know. But at the appointed time is when they become visible, they become conspicuous, and it's not necessarily on the front. But you can't do nothing without them. Those are leaders. There are people you have in your ministry. And you can identify so and so I can confide with. Because so and so is always interested, even when I'm changing the course. I had told them that this is the course we are following. The vision is laying here. That is the one of the persons who will come to you to tell you, are you sure about this? This is what you wanted? Yes, so that he can change his mind and align with you. Those are the kind of people God puts them there, and they're never in the front line.
And so this assumption in this country, and in many other places of Africa and the world, we may end up, that's how we have ended up
Yes.
perpetually with bad leadership.
With bad leadership.
Bad leadership.
Yes.
Because we think the front runner is always the leader.
He's the leader. But a leader,
Yeah.
a leader is not,
Yeah.
is not a front runner.
Yes. So leadership is just beyond being popular.
Yeah, sure.
And I think Kenyans, we will be facing a general election in the year 2027, and it's not very far, because I think we are counting months now.
Yes.
Should be like around 20 months or 21 months, so thereabout, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we are at that election, and you know how time flies, and we must be ready. And unless we get it right, we will always end up with this same type of leader, and then we'll keep on hearing the statements, we keep on hearing nyani ni wale wale, isn't nyani ni wale wale, and we really, that means we are fallen back to the same trap.
Yes.
And we are talking this way so that we don't fall back to that trap. And you see, a good leader, as you articulate, is somebody really who knows where they are going, where the people need to go.
Sure.
He may not be a front runner, and I think we need to change our perception, our way of gauging who should be a leader, who should be a leader. And this goes straight to the Kenyans that are watching this program. That the people you call, if you elect a man simply because he's rich, I don't know whether you take time to ask, where did he get his money from?
Absolutely.
Because we are also becoming a country where hard work is not appreciated. But quick corruption money seems to be celebrated. And we fail to understand this person that appears to have so much money. He did not get it using brains. He just found money somewhere and carried with the sacks. And necessarily not as somebody who has a heart for leadership. And I think that is the tragedy of picking front runners.
Front runners.
Yes, you want to say something?
It's a big problem because, like I said, a leader will always have you in your heart. A leader is not there for himself.
Yes.
A leader can have a collective interest. He will benefit from it as much as everybody else benefit. But as long as he has not brought it to them to benefit, to benefit from a personal point of view, he does not settle.
Okay.
That's where, when we are categorizing what quality, I mean the category or the group, this kind of a leader falls in. A person who is transformative, a person who is a visionary, a person who has integrity, a person who has good communication skills, not just an art that is learned from somewhere, from Dale Carnegie or not. What we are saying is that somebody who speaks to convict, not to convince.
Okay.
Because it's very easy to convince people.
Yes.
Because you can convince people by what you see and combine it with what you say, and they think you are.
Okay.
But conviction comes from a word spoken from the bottom of the heart.
Yes.
It means this person has spoken his life. So he's sharing his life with others. So those who feel him, that's where we ask, can you feel me?
Yeah.
Those who feel him are the ones who actually go with him.
Yes.
That is out of conviction, and they go very far.
Yes.
Now, these people, we call them sanguines.
Sanguines.
Sanguines, these are people who seemingly look like they don't really understand who they are. It's like they are visionless because they are focusing very far, while the people who are analyzing that person are actually focusing here and right now. This person lives for the future, today.
Yes.
So whatever he does today, he will ask himself, how does it add up to what I intend to get?
Yes.
You know? It's like shaping up a child. I would like this child to grow in a certain manner, in a spiritual manner, believing in a true God, not just a God. You know? So you begin to lead that person within those paths or traits. So it's the same thing. You're not seeing the steps he's taking right now. Of course, they are within your sight, but that is not your really main interest. Is that is what's happening here right now resonating or really cognizant to what is we are aiming at, what we want to create, you know? And when you go to the potter's house, he will create a cup like this, but discover that I didn't intend to give it a very big ear or handle than it is right now. I'm not saying it has a problem. I'm saying he looks at it until he does it right.
Okay.
So it takes time and it's a process. So this same thing about leadership, some of these qualities, you begin to see them by and by.
Yes.
You discover that this guy is always hopeful even when we are down, because all these happenings experiences don't just happen once, one time. They actually happen by and by, day by day. So you discover, I think we can depend on so and so on certain matters. I think we can request so and so to lead us in this, because he has the qualities I need for that. Because when he is in leadership, some way somehow the people he's leading tend to agree with him. You know, but there's some leadership that you can find people are actually compelled to follow. Not that they're being forced with a hammer, but you have so many reasons that are telling you, I'm not in the right place, but because since there's no other place or any other person to follow, then I'll just go by this one. So when you're dealing with a leader and a front runner, like I said, a front runner is not a sanguine. This is somebody who is circumstantial. But a leader is perpetual. Whatever he has in his heart,
it remains there.
Concerning you,
is always
and
there.
Concerning himself is perpetual.
Okay.
It means he has the sustainable energy. Sustaining energy. While the other one goes by the means. So when the means dwindle, he dwindles with his, his love dwindles. His whatever tenacity dwindles at the same time. But this other one is very flexible to change to suit the circumstances.
Okay, and let's narrow down to vision. And you know, the conversation today is on vision versus ambition. And I don't know whether you can try to draw the line between the two words and how they relate and correlate, if so to speak. But we are going to a place where we need to let everybody know why it is a tragedy. It is bad news to get somebody into a leadership position if he has no vision. If he's a church leader, especially the lead pastor, he must be visionary. If he's a cabinet secretary, he or she must be visionary. If it's a university chancellor, he must be visionary. You know, the political correctness has dealt a lot of bad, a lot of evil, because you are a friend to the person who is calling the shots, then you are just given somewhere. And please, I want you to take some time and underscore the importance of vision, and so that now we can come to the place where our people know, I would never elect somebody who does not have a vision.
Earlier on, I'd actually mentioned that a true leader is visionary. He has a vision, and the vision is a blueprint of what one intends to achieve. And a vision is never selfish. It's not necessarily for me. Usually a vision can be extended to us. But an ambition is my personal interest, personal scores. You cannot be ambitious for somebody else, even grammatically looking at that word. It is personal. It is individual interest that is perpetuated in this case. But a visionary person has people to move along with. And like I said, for his survival, he must have the power to convict, and that's the communication skill. So he has people who he shares the blueprint vision that this is what I intend. You know?
How can people notice who is visionary or who is not visionary? Like let's say, for example, people are electing a member of parliament. How should the population out there be able to articulate and say, this man is a visionary man?
You can tell a visionary person by what he speaks daily.
Okay.
It does not wane, it does not sway, it does not change. If he's there for good change, he's expecting, let's take an example of farmers being led by looking out for a leader.
Yeah.
A leader who is saying, I would like to mechanize their farming to make it easier for them to do more. That person is actually working towards making things easier and better for them,
yes,
and even viable. But an ambitious person will say, once I'm done with this, then things will be okay for me. But a visionary person, even if you don't elect him today, he will still come with the same message. For your own sake, I think if we can now give thought to what I said, they always have references. These others don't have point of references.
Yes,
they bubble up and they go. But a visionary person, even if you let him today, he will tell you, you can remember things we discussed with you, A, B, C, D. I would like you to be in the same page with me, so that we can accomplish this for our own good. Depending on time, maybe time is befitting, is ideal, is good for them. Because you can do something good at the wrong time, or something that has been passed with time. But the transformational mindset in a leader, that person is able to say, I need to update my mental software from analog to digital. You know, and that's why it becomes a problem even right now to understand our Gen Zs. Why? Because they are at the digital level, at the height of digital thinking, while we are still at the analog thinking. And we would like them to think culturally while they are thinking scientifically. So we must be a type of people who will train ourselves to understand the scientific and the essence of the cultural and merge them. Pick the good and make it better and run with it. Because the human being remains the human being. We never change from a human. So these mind mentalities are actually created by circumstances. So when we're having an ambitious leader, an ambitious leader has got some interest which he has to meet at that moment, and that's it. So you might see somebody coming up, I want to become your leader, and he comes up with a very big car.
And that is the ambition. I want to become.
I want to become. And maybe he has his business empire to be to grow larger. Not for your family, to ensure that your family does not lack food anymore. For your money or food for your children does not lack. No one sleeping hungry.
And you know, it's like this. You know, this vision and ambition. When we you know, we have ambitious men. I have an ambition of becoming the president of Kenya. I have an ambition of becoming a member of parliament. I have an ambition of becoming a cabinet secretary. And then then we come to the other now real thing, now the vision. Do you have a vision for the country? Do you have a clear mental picture of where Kenya should be in the next maybe 10 years or 5 years? Is a picture clear in you? And do you have the necessary influence? Because I believe leadership is influence. And if you cannot influence, then you cannot lead. And I felt like we needed to draw the lines very clearly. So we have people in country of Kenya and in other nations who are just ambitious to occupy seats and positions, but they have no vision. They have no picture for the nation or institution or church.
The difference between one who is ambitious, holding a microphone, and one who is a visionary leader. A visionary leader says, we will do this.
Yes.
That's me and you. An ambitious leader will tell you, I will do this. So the day he decides is a moment of failure, who do you blame?
Okay.
It is him. Who steps out? Who steps aside?
Him.
It is him. Who kills the dream?
Him.
Who bears the dream? But a good leader will share out the dream.
Okay.
So he will always find them an area of involvement. He makes them partaker, the way God does with us.
Yes.
God,
and I think
God can do all these things by himself because he has the blueprint.
And this may be bringing us to a very important place in Ghana. Sorry to cut you short because I know the train of thought. But you know, when you want people to, when you just speak of doing things, have you taken time to sell out the vision? So that you influence the people to think like you are thinking. Because I believe if the leader is ambitious or he wants to do things and he is not involving the people and he is not explaining what he wants to do, there is going to be a disconnect. And maybe that is happening to Kenya and happening to many other places.
Even take it to what is now in the public domain. Our president wants Kenya to become Singapore.
Okay.
That's his vision. It has not been put to the public to see whether it's Singapore or US or Norway or so, because each if we compare ourselves to countries, or we remain truthful to the Kenyan vision, the Vision 2030, how we accomplished it, so that we can go to Vision 2050, 2060. You get the point? Leadership that is ambitious creates images of dreams and visions. I mean, creates images that don't hold, visions that don't hold, visions that don't have a timeline. You understand? But a leader, a true leader, will share a vision that is established. You know, that this is where we're heading. Those who called us third world, some of them called us third world because of our skin color.
Okay.
Not because of our potential, not because of our wealth.
Okay.
Because you can't call somebody who has oil, gold, silver, uranium, titanium, all those minerals,
you call them third world,
and call that person poor and third world. But the moment the poor mind conceives it, they become
third world.
So those who are free from this mindset feel insulted when I have oil in Turkana and still call myself poor. It's not political, but it's the reality. When I'm in Turkana, it is a shrine for Zinjanthropus, yet water, fresh water is only 600 feet below the ground. While in Nairobi, you can only get it at over 3,000 feet. You go to the second strata of the rock formation for you to be able to get to clean water that is not contaminated. That place is today, as we speak, experiencing the pangs of famine and drought. Today, as we speak.
And people are...
But they have oil. They have 20% as promised by the Constitution to them.
And these are the...
A good leader will ensure that the 20% goes to those people. And if there is bad leadership in Turkana, he will change it. A bad leader will begin to trade with it and, you know, nobody can see where the oil goes through, but that's a story for another day. It's in the pipeline. But what I'm trying to say is that this is politics. You know, a political mind cannot desist from, you know, thinking politically. But what I'm trying to say is that in leadership, a good leader shares his vision. Not the whole vision, but he allows them to see where they are heading and what they can accomplish. But an ambitious leader will begin to show you the impossible dreams, but he will try to make them seem or look as true and realistic. Because when somebody says, when I come to you and tell you that, if I tell you that I'll put money in your pocket, you all definitely have to seek for the answer, how I'll put it in your pocket. You know,
Yeah.
But somebody else will come and tell you the same thing, that you have this and that and that and that. If we make good use of this, I think we can be able to get somewhere far and greater and higher than where you are right now. That's how it works.
And you see, when we talk about a leader being visionary, if the vision remains in him and is not passed on or shared, that vision most likely will not benefit anyone.
Absolutely.
And I think we may be having a problem in Africa, and it could also be local here, where the leader runs ahead of the people. And the people are gossiping for hair to catch up with him because he took off. And I believe in good leadership, then the leader must spend good time making sure everyone is coming along.
Yes.
If you are leading a country, the country should come along. If you are leading an institution, every department must come along.
Absolutely.
But are we in a place where leaders have taken off, and the things that they say out there, they are like, you know, the people they want, they say they are doing those things for, the people are just wondering, now how will this help us? I feel like there could be a problem where the vision is not well sold or communicated, and everybody is not mobilized and influenced towards a certain direction, and it exists only in somebody's mind and not in the population.
What I've seen with good leaders is that they tend to safeguard the person they confide with.
Yes.
Certain matters. That confiding is actually transferring his desire. Let's say for an institution, that this is what we would like to accomplish. This is what we would like to do. This is what I'm thinking. What do you think? That person always may not know that you're involving that person with this, you engage that person with the questions simply because you want that person to think in that line.
Yes.
Now, at the point of transition, good leaders tend to appoint a person who was not very conspicuous.
Yes.
We only realize, oh, I think this person bore the vision of that man or that woman after a short while or a long while. Because we begin to see the qualities of the person. Anytime somebody is not in the limelight, it's very hard to tell or their potential, you know. And so when it comes to leadership and this transition, that I want this vision to continue. Like I said, a father knows, one who has the good interests for his mother, for his siblings, and generations to come, according to how I had envisaged, is so and so. And towards a certain point in time, they begin to confide a lot on many things. You know, this person is being groomed for takeover. If I happen to pass on before I accomplish my vision, somebody else will move on with it. And even in families, there's somebody who will make reference. I think this thing dad wanted to do and he didn't accomplish, but it was so deep in his heart. There is one who makes the reference to that and he works towards it. Somebody will say, I will work towards making my mom comfortable because I know what dad meant when he said A, B, C, D. You know? I know what he meant when he said A, B, C, D concerning my siblings. And that person becomes very useful once the one who held the blueprint of the vision is living. Why is salvation continuing today after being spoken by God at the Garden of Eden? Because at the Garden of Eden, we saw God had seen the cross. But he didn't tell us the cross because we could not comprehend. It was not the time to do so. You know? And when Jesus Christ came, he made reference to what was spoken before. he's reminding them of the vision of the Father. You know, and that's why he said he did not come to abolish what you believed in,
yes,
or the law itself, but he's coming to enforce it. He took us from the 10 commandments and gave us one commandment that that puts every other law, in a nutshell.
Yes.
Love. I can't covet when I love. I can't worship another god if I love. If I exercise love, I can't steal if I exercise love. I can't kill if I exercise love. I can't, you know, all these things. He summed it up with the greatest law he left us with.
Yes.
Love. So what I'm trying to say is that the same vision, but now interpreted and made more clearer and easier for us to understand. And for us to effect it, he introduced something or somebody else to effect what he has said, so that we can understand. His name shall be called the Holy Spirit. He shall remind you of the things that are spoken, reveal to you of things that have not spoken. He shall reveal you. He shall take you, reveal all truth. You know, that's the Holy Spirit. So the Holy Spirit, the eternity, the eternal life that was at the Garden of Eden, that God messed up, came by the cross. And to fulfill that, right now we are so close and looking forward to rapture. Because that takes us to the culmination of entering into the new eternal life. It began then. We are living it now. We shall live it then, now, after being affirmed. So it is the same thing. This vision that God the Father bore in him, he transferred that one to the Son. The Son carried it and gave it the new ideal thinking. When I was saying the analog and the digital, see how you can merge it and let this understand. Otherwise, you can walk two parallel paths. Daily, you wake up, your son thinks like this, and I'm thinking like this. But from a point where there's some good reason in the old thinking, it furnishes the new thinking. Because the human being did not change. So the traits change based on circumstances and these other things. But to rule over the circumstances, we will have now to see the original. You know, and when we instill that kind of sense, we are able to agree. As a matter of fact, because I do that on a daily basis, we are able to agree because I allowed myself to transform, to update my software, you know, so that I can see it from this angle and understand where the glitch is, and see it from my side, and see what can be accommodated and what cannot be accommodated in this one, so that we can be able to move in one accord. This is what we're calling leadership. The vision of the original is transmitted and transformed. Because right now, for us to agree with them, we must transform. We must know what this phone is all about. It's not just picking calls. We must be able to rule over our appetites. Because there's some things that cross this phone that will cause you to break it. You know? Not to have it anymore. But if you rule, then you'll know what your son or your daughter is watching. And you'll be able to caution with the rooted wisdom. You know, the same thing I'll pick from there and guide them to teach them on how to rule themselves. Because ruling oneself is not a new thing. You know, having self-control is not a new thing. But in the manner which I introduce it, I'll have to understand the status of the mind of the person of who we're calling the modern person, so that I can be able to take this person to the next level within the vision. So anything I do today is supposed to add up to that vision. I'll give an example. A simple example. Excuse me. I hated teaching.
You hated teaching?
Teaching with a passion. But cutting long story short, I had a friend who had a very good vision. And everything that person told me before that person went to the US, to the States, within a span of 3 years, I had seen that I was visionless.
Okay.
So within the 3 years, I had contemplated suicide.
Oh.
And miraculously, God saved me. Spoke to a man of God, and while I was, patching my, fake smile, he could see from inside, this guy is committing suicide on Saturday. It was on a Thursday. Cutting long story short, that Sunday, God helped me, and I didn't need. But after 1 year, because I was very angry, why he didn't allow me to go home.
Yeah.
But he told me then live with murderers, because I'm murdering myself. Suicide is killing, and you're killing yourself. So leave that one aside.
Yeah.
Within that 1 year, 1995 and 1996, June, I asked God, I now know that I lack vision for my life. Not that I was doing nothing, but a true vision. And I tell you, in 1996, he used the same person to confirm that what I was asking for is what he's going to give me.
Yeah.
And when it so happened, it was June 11, 1996, I asked God, if that's what you're giving me, then don't make me a teacher who points the destination, but one who has been to the destination, one who can lead you to the destination.
Yeah.
Because when I look at Jesus Christ, whom I profess to believe, and he is my God and my Lord, he does one thing. He leads me all along.
Yeah.
He doesn't point to me.
Yeah.
That's the direction. Ask somebody else when you get there.
Yeah.
He knows.
Yes.
And in shaping that character, experiences that sometimes such people go through are unfathomable.
Yes.
They may be open to the public, and sometimes they could be just within.
Yes.
But all that happens within forming a character.
Yes.
A leadership is a character. And those characters are actually created in them.
Yeah.
How can you be a loving person if you don't experience hate from those who are the unlikely ones to hate you?
Yes.
When you're hated by your enemies, that's not an issue. But when you are hated by your loved ones, the people whom you don't expect to hate you, then, and you happen to rule over that one, it is spiritual, but you happen to rule over that one and love them to an extent that they know that you truly love them, or that person realizes you truly love me.
Yes.
That is a character of leadership. It has compassion, and it has hope. It is optimistic that this situation will change, and tomorrow will be different. So I'm still within the scope of good leadership, because we have a good leader and a bad leader. So when we are seeing it from that point, becoming a leader and all these attributes to be born in you, they actually drawn by the daily experiences that we have. We are still continuing in the formation of the character. I am not mature yet.
Yes.
I'm still growing, experiencing. But it's now 30 years. But if I was ambitious, I would have given up the way I gave up at the 6th month. And I said that must have been my pastor's appetite. Maybe he had taken something different. Or I was too gullible to believe. Then the Lord reminds me, you're doubting me. That was the word that came. I decided not to doubt it ever after. So what I'm trying to say is that, in a nutshell, leadership has a character, specific character that is formed, or characteristics that are molded within that person, and they actually come out of the experiences that he has. But now in transition, he picks some people or somebody. He knows this person has a first-hand experience. This person can understand what I'm talking about. And that's the person who ends up eventually inheriting the vision. Takes it to the next level. As the Holy Spirit is doing with the church. He's taking it to the next level. Because we were not to be left as desolate. He left us with somebody. His name was to be called the Holy Spirit. And he is there with us. He is taking us to what the Father spoke. That you have broken a relationship I had with my children. Then I will bring it back through my Son. And confirm this through the Holy Spirit. We're all born in the Spirit. So this is the reality of life.
Yeah.
But the leadership demonstrated that time, the vision demonstrated that time, for the kind of world I would like to have, or the people would like to have, and the kind of life would like to have with my creation, is enhanced and carried day by day by Christ himself through the Holy Spirit.
Okay. Yes. All right. Yes, we are moving on very well, and I think we are making it very clear. Don't just expect elect somebody who wants to become a big person or wants to come out of poverty. Let us begin now to look for people that are visionary and people that understand exactly where we are supposed to be, because in John Maxwell's description of vision, there's a very important aspect which we call the preferred future. If you are not taking Kenya to Kenya's preferred future, if you are not taking your county to the county's preferred future, then you have no business occupying that office, and simply what you're doing, you're wasting time for that whole county or maybe for that whole constituency, because you cannot take that constituency to its preferred future. So leadership is not just a position. Leadership is a function, and the function is moving people, moving constituencies, moving counties, moving countries and governments from a point to a preferred better point. And I wonder how many leaders, people that call themselves leaders, are actually functioning like that. But I wanted us to take a short break, but we cannot, because we are pressed for time and we are remaining with a few minutes. But I see every time people come and say, I have a vision, and they keep on talking about big things, but really many times a lot of those visions are not realized. That's why in Kenya we are still talking about Singapore, because very few people are able to make it. You know exactly where people are supposed to be, but there seems to be some pitfalls on the way where nations have fallen into and leaders have fallen into, and they have not been able to make it to that preferred place where they wanted to go. And when we talk about vision, that vision also must have good people that are helping you with that vision.
Yes.
A leader must be visionary, that is what we have said. And with that vision, you must get good people that are genuine, are real leaders, loyal people, and people that also know exactly where the preferred future is. Those are the people that should be helping you in the vision. My question to you today, Murithi, is, are our leaders falling short of achieving visions because of the kind of people they gather around themselves?
When you don't have advisors around you, or when you have advisors and you choose to block your ears, or to let what they say pass through this.
So you're saying they can have good leaders, but they don't want to listen.
I may choose not to listen because I'm smarter.
Or you think you're smarter?
I think I'm smarter.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, the truth of the matter is that I think I'm smarter. Because the godly wisdom, let alone even the cultural wisdom, it tells you somebody else knows something you don't know.
Yeah.
But again, when we look at this leadership from this point, a true leader will always have people to advise him.
Yeah.
That is where we were having the I leader and the we leader.
Okay.
The we will do it and the I will do it.
Yeah.
My late spiritual father, Dr. Kayo, used to sit me down and tell me, and he used to preach it, but he sat me down one day in his office and told me about something we were discussing, and he told me, if you have a vision for 1 year, plant rice, you will see it grow. After harvesting, your vision is gone. If you have a vision for 100 years, plant a tree. And of course, you don't plant blue gum. You will have to plant mugumo. That takes 100 years to grow and more than that.
Yes.
But if you have a vision of eternity, then plant a soul.
Okay.
And it got me thinking.
Okay.
I can have people with visions around me. But how long is the vision going to go?
Yeah.
You have a vision of 100 years, but you're dealing with people of 1 year rise. You know, you're thinking about creating a forest. Somebody is thinking about filling up a plantation with rice. But by December, it will not be there. That's why you see some people surrounding themselves with people who have means.
Yeah.
Tell you have a mission, and I can see what you're thinking, and I would like to join you, and I know where you're taking us, and now I can see. Then he brings in the money and the abilities that he has. But when he realizes that you're not so excited, and it's 10 years down the line, it's 20 years down the line, and you're still talking about the same thing that we are heading, and we have accomplished this and that, they may not see what you've accomplished because their harvest time is near. And that's where you see fallouts. I thought he was seeing this, but in real sense, it is I who did not align with the vision that he has. I did not consolidate the muscle, you know, the time, the patience that is needed for me to accomplish his dream. So at some point I'll fall off and I'll say, he is visionless. You know, but I'm waiting for my mugumo tree to grow. You get the point? So that's why I'm very careful with weeding around it and ensuring that whatever roots and tubers do not, choke it or strangle it or become heavy on it. So I will work on pruning on it. But somebody will think, this is not what we had planned. We were supposed to harvest 10 years ago. But this is not what you're doing. It's because they haven't absorbed your vision. Your vision, when you are pursuing a vision, you have the time, the energy, the space, the tenacity, and you have God with you to look unto when you are suppressed. Because a time of suppression and oppression comes. It must come. A time to be alone must come. But you must not be alone. A true leader does not walk alone. Even when everybody else has left him, he has one to take him through towards that course. Then people join in.
And at this point, we should be looking at those people that the leader is working with. How visionary are they? How well, how articulate are they? How informed are they? How able are they? And these are things that we must weigh in.
There's somebody who can join in my vision with resources. There's another person who will join my vision with the prayer, unending prayer. For the stability of my life, stability of my family, stability of what? Because he knows those things count in your pursuit for your vision. So when you're on mission, you could be having so many soldiers following you, but the one who is key to you is actually the armor bearer. Because he's not only in the battle with others, within the vision, but this person is there to ensure that you get there. By whatever will be left with us is what we are going to move
But
on
definitely many people must be working with you.
Thank you.
To bring the vision to realization, isn't it?
So as time goes by, even what we are discussing right now, there is somebody who is asking himself, how long is my vision? You know, there's somebody who says, when I get money, I'll buy a car. There's one who is saying, when I get money, I will get myself a house and get out of this rent. But I will set aside some money that I will never lack bus fare. You know, or I will invest in a certain way. This person, these two people are actually thinking different. You know, there's somebody who will ask that person, What if this vehicle gets involved in an accident, and you're homeless, or you're in a rental house or somewhere where you're not at peace?
Yeah.
You know, you'll park the vehicle at the parking, but getting into the house, that's a different thing. So these two people are looking at things differently.
Yeah.
He is a husband and a wife. They want to accomplish one thing. We want to have a house.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying this is what the wives think. The wife will be thinking of the colors of the wall and the curtains. But I'm thinking of where I'll get the money, and get the good fundis who are honest and trustworthy, and the good suppliers.
Yeah.
You know, see the discrepancy.
Yeah.
This person is thinking well in the house. This other one is thinking on how it will be done to completion for her vision to fit in.
Yes.
Both visions are good. But one is not for the moment.
Yes.
You get the point?
Okay.
So I will have to carry all this. I'll have to identify their potentials while I'm speaking to them. One day, seated there and looking at a family, and I said, I could see Benjamin somewhere. I could see Joseph in that family. I could see Simeon in that family, you know?
Yeah.
Because they all had different characteristics.
Yeah.
They're all different characters with different characteristics. And so God gave them different responsibilities and abilities. When you look at the family of Jacob, it's the same thing that happens even in running with a vision.
Yes.
I know so and so remembers me even when I've not spoken to him or her.
Okay.
I know so and so does not even own his wallet. Yeah, he's a type of a person who will tell you how much do you need. Pick from there. Niwachia unga ya jioni. That person walks by faith.
Yeah.
He walks by faith for you. Have it, and he says, Lord, you know.
Okay.
I only have supper. I only have this. I only have this much. It doesn't work with everybody.
Yeah.
It's a person you know. It's not everybody you pick a call, even as a minister as well. It's not everybody in your congregation that you call.
Okay.
I need 10,000. Not please give me 10,000. I need 10,000, and it goes.
Yeah.
Those people are different. Not because he has the money. That is the kind of a person sometimes will go get some money from elsewhere.
Yeah.
He didn't have it or she didn't have it, and he'll make sure that the vision does not die.
Yes.
Because he knows the one who bears the vision.
Yes.
Jonathan, when walking with David, he knew, although my father Saul is the king, the future king lies here.
Yes.
And this one seems better than the other one. How would he stand with David knowing that his father is still there? You know?
Yeah.
It's because he is seeing beyond this.
Yes.
And who allowed him to see the vision? David.
Yeah.
We don't know what he confided. But he was there with him. He knew once we accomplish this, we are having a better Israel. So the same thing, having a better Kenya is when, like our leader, does not become smarter than every other leader. He becomes dependent. Not fully dependent on humans, but dependent, meaning that if humans whom God has brought to me are not useful, then let God not leave me at one point.
Amazing. Amazing. We are concluding very fast. I will be coming back to you so that you can give us final remarks.
Yes.
But today we really focused on vision and ambition, and there are many people who just want to occupy position, and that is their ambition. But we are looking at the vision, and when we talk about vision, we have looked at if it's an institution, what is the preferred future of that institution?
Short-term, long-term.
Where would they want to be? Where are they supposed to be? And leaders exist to or function to move people or lead people and influence people towards those preferred goals that they want to have in life. And as a country and as a people, if you come across this video, the important thing you can do is to share it and let many people hear what we are talking about here. Countries and nations are suffering because of poor leadership, and if the leader does not know where the people should be taken to or should be led to, that leader will not make the lives of those people better. And as we gear towards 2027, Kenyans, please, let us stop electing people because they have money. Let us begin to look for people who have vision. They have a picture of where, as a village, as a division, as a county, as a constituency, where we are supposed to be. Because if leaders don't move people towards their desired goals and their preferred goals or preferred futures, then that is how we have ended up remaining in the same way. And leaders, another thing we have seen is that leaders need to work with people, influence people towards those goals, and let the goals also be realistic. Yeah. Let them not just be driven by ambition, because if the goals are driven by ambition without a good information about the situation on the ground, you will end up with what we call white elephants. Sure. If you go to many of the counties of Kenya, and I come from the lower eastern, and I travel to many markets, and the governors were there building markets without consulting people, without thinking. So those markets are lying idle there, because first of all, they were built in the wrong place, not a strategic place for the traders, but because the governor had this ambition to show that he is working, then he ended up building things that never helped anybody, and it resulted into stinking wastage of resources and public resources. And God really needs to help us. Muridi, what is your final take?
Well, my final take is that we should work hard to ensure that we buy into the vision. When you soak yourself into a vision, understand your position, then it becomes easier for you to move on and towards accomplishing a certain dream or a vision. Now, what happens is that, like we said, when a vision is being shared, we must comprehend. We must seek to understand what exactly are you talking about.
Yes.
You know? But we can be so ambitious, and ambition kills vision.
Yes.
Let me give you an example that is so easy as I close. People plan for a child to be born. Of course, we have technologies, but there are people who say, let me be surprised. Let the child come. And since I wanted to get a girl, at least so that at least I can have 2 boys and 1 girl, like my case, and I just lost my mother, I felt I need to, you know, as we tunazaa yule ameenda, so I wanted to get my mother. So we bought some girls, you know, need amenities. No, not amenities, but utilities. We actually made sure that we have all that is needed for a girl. But it all went into waste because God hadn't planned for another boy. I'm not saying it's a mistake. What I'm trying to say is, when you try to preempt, it's a governor. He has not worked on the produce that would be brought he's not understood where the produce will come from. He builds a market, then the market becomes useless.
Yes.
I have planned for a girl, and then the girl doesn't come, it comes a boy. I begin to face the drought. What I'm saying is that there was a situation you're supposed to deal with. Understand that these children come from God. And much as my ambition was, oh God, I would like to replace Mama. That's what happened. And this is according to the Kiku culture, because other cultures are not like that. So you will discover that the way you want to see things now, you must ensure that if it's what I'm doing right now, I must remain in this building site for the sake of having that complete house. So the building site is there, I must be there. Let's work towards it, but the vision in the mind is actually the complete house, where the lady would like to put up some curtains and utensils and everything else. So I think while we are watching, we are focused on the future achievement. We must make sure that where we are, we're actually accomplishing towards that vision.
Amazing. Amazing. We are coming to the conclusion of this program today, and just watch for this space next Friday at a time like now. Just know that we are intentionally coming to strike a conversation here about leadership and the kind of leaders we need to raise come another election. And we must accept to drop what is not working for us. When I talk about what is not working for us, it is what is not bringing us to where we want to be. We must stop doing things that are not taking us to where we want to go. Please, as a country and as a people, fellow Kenyans, yes, let me use that word, fellow Kenyans, let's stop those bad practices, like just supporting somebody because he's the son of another famous politician, or maybe because he's rich, or his father is rich, or because he's politically correct. These are bad practices that we must drop and be genuine and love ourselves and raise leaders by the ballot, people that will take us to our preferred future. And without any further ado, thank you so much, Mureithi, for being here. And it's bye-bye and God bless you.
Thank you.
Asante. When we finish this, of course, our teams are connecting you to the live coverage of Jamhuri Day celebration. Kenya at 62. Where have we been for 62 years? And what have we been doing with the money? Is the country where it's supposed to be? We will find out in future conversation. But you wanted to say something about Kenya at 62.
Kenya at 62, as long as Kenya will continue living in Singapore, we will not accomplish, or United States, we will not accomplish. Kenya should accomplish Vision 2030, the near vision, towards the greater vision.
Yes.
Once we accomplish the near vision, then the greater vision will become a reality.
Yes.
That would be the ideal.
And you are saying something very important. And please, we challenge our leaders, whether they are national leaders, government leaders, or wherever, county leaders. Please, can we achieve some small goals before we achieve the big goals,
within the big
scope. Because our small successes of every day, we are succeeding in how we deal with that. We are succeeding in maternal health. We are succeeding in how agriculture is being done. We are succeeding in this. These successes at the grassroots level, they are the ones that will bring the national growth and what we call moonshots, isn't it? Yeah, is what will give us our moonshots. But we are failing at our smallest, that a farmer cannot benefit from what they are growing on the farm. Where do you think Kenya will be? It cannot be in Singapore. If farmers are not benefiting from their crops, Kenya can never be Singapore. But if we change the way we do leadership, Kenya will grow. Okay, happy birthday, Kenya. Kenya at 62. God bless everybody. Thank you, Mureithi, for being here. Amen. And bye-bye, everybody. Okay.